Today is 26th November 2025, Wednesday. November 26 is celebrated as Constitution Day, also known as Sambidhan Divas in India, to commemorate the adoption of the Constitution of India on that day in 1949. Pampa Kuchlan is here, a member of Hosla, a senior citizen care startup organization, reading news from Hosla Radio. Happy Constitution Day. Let us honor the values of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity that unite us as Indians. I wish to congratulate you all on this occasion. Now, coming to news reading. Justice Suryakanta sworn in as Chief Justice of India, New Delhi, 24th November. Justice Suryakanta on Monday was sworn in as the 53rd Chief Justice of India at a ceremony at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. The oath of office was administered by President Draupadi Murmu. Center cautions citizens about consequences of IMEI tampering, telecom identifier misuse. New Delhi, 24th November. The Department of Telecommunication has cautioned citizens about consequences of International Mobile Equipment Identity IMEI tampering and telecom identifier misuse. Citizens are advised to use Sanchar Sathi mobile app and portal to verify and secure their mobile connections and handsets, the Ministry of Communications said on Monday. With the rapid growth of mobile connectivity in India, misuse of telecommunication identifiers like IMEI number of devices has become serious concern. We'll shake up India if you hit me, Mamata Banerjee warns. 26 November, Kolkata. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on Tuesday slammed the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Election Commission of India ECI over the ongoing special intensive revision SIR of the state's electoral roll, saying that the first draft roll would be a disaster. She said, "I will shake up India if you hit me. I will tour the entire nation after the 2026 state polls." You are listening news from Hosla Radio. Ethiopia volcanic eruption, plume ash reaches Delhi and Maharashtra, November 25, 2025. Thick cloud of gas from Haile-Gubi volcanic eruption prompted aviation authorities to issue guidelines impacting flight operations in India. The long dormant volcano in northern Ethiopia erupted for the first time in nearly 12,000 years on Sunday, sending ash plumes across the Red Sea toward Yemen and Oman. By 11 p.m. on Monday, the ash had reached Delhi and was expected to move further toward Punjab and Haryana through the night into Tuesday. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation, DGCA, in a detailed advisory on Monday, asked airlines to strictly avoid published volcanic ash affected areas and flight levels, adjust flight planning, routing, and fuel consideration based on the latest advisories. Airlines have been asked to immediately report any suspected ash encounter, including engine performance and anomalies or cabin smoke or odor. The aviation agency said that if volcanic ash affects airport operations, then the operator concerned must immediately inspect runways, taxiways, and aprons. Meanwhile, a Mumbai airport official said that flights were rerouting via Pakistan airspace. The Pakistan airspace is shut for Indian airlines. Hence, the Indian airlines are expected to be impacted. We have started keeping a record of this and are monitoring the situation, an official said. What have weather agencies said? The ash cloud will enter Gujarat and move towards Rajasthan, affecting several states including northwest Maharashtra, Delhi, Haryana, Punjab, according to India Met Sky Weather. The cloud, which is moving at speeds between 100 to 120 km per hour over North India, will later impact the Himalayas, ANI news agency quoted the meteorological service as saying, it is traveling at altitudes between 15,000 to 25,000 feet and may also go up to 45,000 feet. It contains volcanic ash, sulfur dioxide, and small particles of glass and rock, according to India Met Sky Weather. Due to its constituents, the cloud may make the sky appear darker and also impact air traffic. The agency said the ash plumes would not negatively impact the air quality index in Indian cities but can affect the sulfur dioxide level in the hills of Nepal, particularly the Himalayas and the adjoining belt, Terai belt of Uttar Pradesh. The cloud currently stretching from Oman Arabian Sea region into plains of north and central India has low chances of resulting into ashfall in places it travels over. The Smithsonian Institution's Global Volcanism Program said Haile Gubbi has had no known eruptions during the Holocene, which began around 12,000 years ago at the end of the last ice age. Coming to other news, Dharmendra passes away. Veteran Bollywood star Dharmendra has passed away. He was 89. Hema Malini and Esha Deol were spotted by the media on 24th November, Monday afternoon, outside a crematorium. This came 2 weeks after they brought Hema's husband Dharmendra back home from hospital where he was admitted due to ill health. Dharmendra, 89, was recently discharged from Mumbai's Bridge Candy Hospital last week and has been recuperating at home. In a career spanning over 6 decades, Dharmendra has given several memorable performances in films like Aayi Milan Ki Bela, Phool Aur Patthar, Aaye Din Bahar Ke, Sita Aur Gita, Raja Jani, Jugnu, Yadon Ki Baarat, Dost, Sholay, Pratigya, Charash, Dharamveer, among others. India protests after Arunachal woman detained in Shanghai, November 25, New Delhi. India's Foreign Ministry issued a strong demurrer to the Chinese side in Beijing and in Delhi on the day the incident took place. India lodged a strong protest with Beijing after a woman from Arunachal Pradesh was detained at Shanghai airport on November 21 by authorities who declared her Indian passport invalid. The woman, who identified herself as Prema Wangjom Thangdok on Monday, said she was held by immigration officials at the Shanghai airport for more than 18 hours, made fun of, and even asked to apply for a Chinese passport. She lives in United Kingdom and was on her way to Japan for a vacation with a 3-hour layover in Shanghai. Thongdok was holding a valid Japanese visa but was not allowed to board the onward China Eastern Airlines flight. Her ordeal ended only after Indian officials intervened, she said. To be sure, India has consistently rejected Chinese claims over Arunachal Pradesh, saying the northeastern state is an integral and inalienable part of the country. Misfit for army. Court wraps Christian officer who didn't enter Gurudwara. November 25, 2025. New Delhi. The Supreme Court on Tuesday criticized a Christian army officer fired for refusing to enter a Gurudwara to perform a puja and labeled him a cantankerous man and a misfit, and backed the armed forces' decision to eject him for failing to respect his fellow soldiers' faith. Formerly a lieutenant in the 3rd Cavalry Regiment, Samuel Kamalesan was sacked for defying military discipline. He refused a comment from his superior officer to enter the sanctum sanctorum of a temple to conduct a puja. He argued it would affect his monotheistic Christian faith. In May, the Delhi High Court reaffirmed the army's decision and ruled this is clearly an act of indiscipline. The court called Kamalesan's act a violation of essential military ethos. This afternoon, Kamalesan's plea received similarly short shrift from the Supreme Court, with Justice Jaimala Bagchi noting the ex-soldier had even defied his pastor's advice. Cyclone Senior IMD forecast heavy rain in some states. 25th November 2025. A low pressure area over Strait of Malacca and the adjoining South Andaman Sea is likely to strengthen into a cyclone over the Bay of Bengal around November 26. Meteorologists say it is still too early to determine its exact path. While the disturbance may influence weather conditions along coastal Bengal, officials remain uncertain whether the cyclone will head towards the Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh coastline or curve northwards towards Odisha or Bangladesh. A clearer assessment is likely once the system intensifies into cyclonic storm. In the meantime, authorities have urged residents along India's east coast to stay alert and follow officials' advisories. I am Pampa Kuchlan reading news from Hosla Radio. A structural reset for Indian enterprise. Modi ends 2025 with long overdue labor reforms, 24th November 2025. In a year marked by global economic uncertainty due to geopolitical tensions, wars, and tariff assaults, amid the groundwork for creating a new world order, India closes a turbulent 2025 with its biggest structural reform since 1991. On 21st November 2025, the Union government made effective the 4 labor codes on wages, industrial relations, social security, and worker safety. For a country effecting a manufacturing push, this reform will cushion the impact of geopolitical headwinds, give wings to Indian entrepreneurs, and accelerate, and incentivize the formalization of informal economy. Delhi wakes up to very poor AQI amid fears of Ethiopian volcanic ash impact. 25th November 2025. Delhi's air quality improved ever so slightly on Tuesday, while an ash cloud from volcanic eruption of Ethiopia triggered concerns of effect on air quality index AQI. IMD Director General M. Mahapatra said that the impact on cities will mainly be marginal rise in temperature. Similar to clouds, the minimum will rise. It is unclear whether it will impact air quality, but any significant impact is unlikely as it is at higher levels, he said. Ajodhya Ram Temple, PM Modi hoisted saffron flag marking completion of construction. November 25, 2025. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday ceremonially hoisted the saffron flag Dharmadhaj at the Ram Temple in Ajodhya, signifying the completion of the Ram Temple's construction. Major blow to Maoists after killing of Commander Madhvi Hidma. 15 surrender in Sukma. November 25, 2025. The killing of the most wanted Maoist commander Madhvi Hidma on the Andhra Chhattisgarh border has triggered a wave of desertion inside the outlawed CPI Maoist, with 15 active cadres carrying a combined bounty of nearly 50 lakh rupees laying down arms in Sukma district on Monday. Long live Hidma, Maoist protesters pepper spray at Delhi air pollution protest. New Delhi, November 24, 2025. Protests against air pollution took a different turn at Delhi's India Gate after some demonstrators raised Maoist slogan and displayed posters of Maoist commander Madhvi Hidma, who was killed in a police encounter in Andhra Pradesh last week. 23 protesters were arrested and 22 of them have been sent to judicial custody. Tension rose on Monday afternoon as the protesters tried to block traffic and allegedly pepper sprayed police officers attempting to disperse them, leading to an FIR and a wider probe into how the protesters surfaced at the demonstrations. Slogans such as "Long live Hidma" and "Har ghar se niklega Hidma" were raised. Kabul open to business. Taliban ministers trade pitch to India. November 25, 2025. In a significant outreach to New Delhi, Afghanistan's Minister of Commerce and Industry, Al-Haj Nuruddin Ajiji, has called for a dramatic expansion, bilateral trade, investment, and diplomatic engagement with India, even as tensions with the Pakistan have led to a temporary shutdown of trade routes and a widening diplomatic rift. Coming to a historical news which is very special as a historical event which took place in the Mughal period. In this month, on 11th November, Sikh Guru Tegh Bahadur was publicly beheaded in Chandni Chowk, a market square close to the Red Fort, on the orders of Aurangzeb. Guru Tegh Bahadur, born 1st April 1621, Amritsar, Punjab, India, died on November 11, 1675, is revered as the 9th Sikh Guru and considered to be the second Sikh martyr executed by the Mughal rulers. He was also the father of 10th Guru Gobind Singh. Guru Tegh Bahadur led the Sikhs through a period of political turmoil and growing religious intolerance. He is remembered particularly for his fight for religious freedom. Though Guru Tegh Bahadur was executed on 11/1675, the observance is generally on November 24 because this is the date fixed by the modern Nanak Shahi calendar. We are remembering and paying tribute to Guru Tegh Bahadur's supreme sacrifice, his teachings, and his contributions to protect Dharam, human dignity, and freedom of conscience. Concluding here today, stay happy and blessed. Good night.